Shop Sick Travel, I'm Luke Martin, and today we have another episode from Istanbul, Turkey. This time we are going to the Asian side of Istanbul, Karaköy, to have another full day of Turkish street food. We're gonna hop on the ferry, cruise across the Bosphorus, and see what Asian Istanbul has to offer. It's gonna be a great day, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's jump on the ferry and go to Karaköy. One of the coolest things about Istanbul is that it's the only major city in the world that straddles two continents, Europe and Asia, and it's just a very short boat ride from the European side where we're staying over to Asia. That was just about a 10-minute ride, very scenic. I love doing that every time we visit Istanbul. So now we're in Karaköy in Asia proper, and we are going to head into the bazaar and look for something to eat. Our first stop is at this place right here. They're making all kinds of different breads. They are specializing in Lahmacun, which is a Turkish flatbread covered with a mixture of meat, spices, and some herbs. Cooking it in a wood fire. It smells really good, so we ordered 2 of them up. So here we have the famous Turkish lahmacun. Apparently they don't like when you call it a Turkish pizza, and it is quite different than a pizza. There's no cheese on this for sure. And the way you gotta eat this is take a little bit of lemon and sprinkle it all over. Give it a nice acidity. And then you can take some of this parsley here and kind of sprinkle it in the middle. And what I like to do is kind of wrap it up like a burrito almost, and you can eat it just like that. All right. That bread is super crispy. You can taste the lemon that I sprinkled all over top, and you can definitely taste the lamb or the mutton that they're using there. There's some, I think it's onions and tomatoes, maybe some pepper as well. And there might be a little bit of dill in there. And then the parsley gives it a nice fresh kick as well. But what I love is just how crispy that bread is. You can see right there that it's almost flaking off. And then you get that crunch. This is the perfect little snack. It's very light. The bread is not heavy at all. And the best part for me is just how crunchy that bread gets. It's almost like a crisp chip or something. That was some good lahmacun. This place is called Borsam Taşfırın, and I definitely recommend it for a quick little snack. But that wasn't enough. There's so many more things to eat here in Karaköy, and the next thing we want to try is just down the street. What's up, guys? I just wanted to take a minute to thank today's video sponsor, ExpressVPN. This is something I would personally recommend to anybody. I use it myself all the time. It's very simple to use. You just download the app on your device, you open it up, click the button like that, and in a matter of seconds, you're connected to a secure server with many locations around the world. And what this does is it helps protect your privacy. When you're surfing the web, your internet provider is harvesting your data and using it for their own agenda. So this helps protect you. And besides that, it also has other fun uses, such as using it to access your favorite TV shows and movies that may not be available in the country where you're watching Netflix. For example, Rick and Morty might not be available in your country. So just click on your ExpressVPN and in a matter of seconds, you can watch Rick and Morty. It's super simple, it's very easy. I personally use it all the time. And Chopstick Travel viewers are getting their first 3 months free with a 12-month subscription to ExpressVPN by clicking the link down in the description box or visiting expressvpn.com/chopsticktravel. So let's get back to the show. Anytime you see the word turşu in Turkey, that means you've come to a pickle shop, and if you love pickles like me, then you've come to the right place because Turkey is pickle heaven. And we're gonna try their turşu suyu, which is their pickle juice. This place has been around since 1935, so almost 100 years old. Let's go ahead and try the pickle juice. They have hundreds of different types of pickles here. Cauliflower, beans, different peppers, cucumbers, and even oranges, limes, some things that I don't recognize, and some things that I've never tried in pickle form before. Thank you. This is literally one of my favorite things in all of Turkey, to have the pickle juice. You can see I've got it here. So we got a mix of different pickles inside. It's got this pink pickle juice, and then it's mixed with some spice as well. And I see some beans, I can see some peppers, all kinds of different things. But let me just try the juice first. And I can feel it's really cold. That will wake you up in the morning. Strong, salty, vinegary-esque acidity, but it's not overwhelming, and there's only a hint of spice. I actually like it when they put a little bit more spice in, and I've got a bean on top here, so let me try this here. Oh yeah. It's so sour and good. Oh, I love it. Beet. Oh, that one's crunchy. Actually, that's a purple carrot, not a beet, sorry. Oh, I love pickles. That's better than a cup of coffee.
I just found a mystery pickle. If you guys know what this is, let me know down in the comments. There's so many different things that are pickled here, so I don't know everything. Let's give it a try. I don't know what that is, but wow, it's really crunchy. It's almost like a fruit. It's got a pit.
I think it might be a fruit.
It is a fruit for sure. Next up, the pickled pepper. Do you think it's gonna be spicy? Maybe. Nope, not too spicy, just a nice pepper flavor.
They must have 100 different types of pickles here. You could literally spend all day tasting different pickles. And I definitely recommend, though, if you do come, to get the pickle juice, and you can pick what pickles you want or just ask for a random mixture like we did. I feel like I'm starting to sweat around my eyes from the vinegar and the salt in that pickle juice. What I really like about that place is that they don't overdo the pickling, and you can still taste the flavor of the ingredient that they are pickling. So there's still a lot more to try here in Karaköy.
So even though this section of Karaköy is a little touristy, these market ingredients are not touristy at all. There are a ton of things in season right now. It's fall in Istanbul, and there is no shortage of fresh ingredients in this market. It's amazing to walk around and see all the colors. Another thing that you'll see a lot in these markets are dried hanging goods, which can be rehydrated when you go to cook with them. But just seeing them hanging here is so picturesque.
There's a bunch of fish stalls in the market here, and right now in Istanbul it is bonito season. So these are all bonito here, and you can judge how fresh they are based on their gills. So they'll be bright red, and that's why they've got all the gills flipped inside out to kind of help you make your pick. We're gonna go to a seafood restaurant and try out some of the bonito.
So the way this shop works is that you order your fish and it's all displayed here fresh. Then they cut it up and prepare it, clean it all out, and then they send it off to the kitchen to have it prepared. Oh wow.
This is a really cool restaurant right in the market. We're sitting outdoors and we've ordered a fish that's being grilled right now, but we have a couple other dishes while we wait, appetizers. So we've got the seasonal salad with carrots, lettuce, cabbage, cucumbers, and then some pomegranate. And then it is fresh bonito season, but we decided to order lakerda, which is a pickled bonito. So you can actually see the chunks of fish underneath, covered in olive oil, served with some onions and some dill. And then seafood in Turkey goes phenomenally well with raki, which is the local anise liquor. Let me just try this out. The cool thing about it is actually when you mix it with water, it turns from clear to this really milky white color. Oh, that's strong. Tastes like black licorice, nice and refreshing and cold. Yeah, that's gonna zing to it, wow. Okay, let's try the lakerda next. I've never had this before. I'm gonna grab a piece of onion here and some dill and that one right in the middle. And I guess this is just a one biter. Let's try it out. That is unique. The texture is raw fish because it's just been pickled. It's very salty. It's not like pickled vinegar. It's very just salty. And it reminds me of, in the Netherlands, the pickled herring that we've had. Nice crunch from that fresh onion. And that's got a little bit of a seafood fishiness, but it's really balanced by the saltiness. It is quite salty, actually. I definitely need to wash that down with a little bit of raki. Oh yeah. Oh, that goes really well together.
This mixed salad with a bunch of seasonal vegetables and fruit looks really nice. It's super colorful. Of course, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of lemon on top, and then I'm gonna try to get a bite with a little bit of everything. Pomegranate is a great addition to the salad. It adds a crunch, but also a nice sweetness, which contrasts the lemon that I just basically drizzled all over the top. And if you know me, you know I don't like raki or anise liquors, so of course I had to get a beer. Fresh.
Okay, Sabrina, your turn to try the pickled bonito. I think you're gonna like it a lot.
I feel like I am gonna like it a lot.
You tend to like the raw fish.
Raw and pickled fish. A little bit of dill. Yep. I love that.
Give it a try for the camera.
I really don't like this.
You might like this kind.
Oh, it's so gross.
I really love the atmosphere here. You can see the fish you want to buy. You can pick out whatever one you want. And you can just see the people going about their day, shopping at the market, sipping on raki, or in Sabrina's case, not sipping on raki, some beer. Here in Istanbul, you have an abundance of fresh seafood because we are just flanked by all kinds of different seas. And one of the most famous fish to try here is the turbot. We ordered it grilled right here. So it's actually a flatfish similar to a flounder. And this is really beautiful looking. I'm gonna kind of peel back the skin and you can see all that beautiful meat underneath. Oh man, look at that. And we've also been given a plate with some lemons and a couple veggies. I'm gonna go in with some lemon on top of this. That is a beautiful, beautiful white fish. Give it a little drizzle of lemon and then let me go in and try some of this meat. Look at that. Oh, wow. Most whitefish have similar textures. Sometimes they're overcooked and they get a little dried out, but usually they're just flaky. This one has a very unique texture. It reminds me of a cheese curd, kind of a squeaky texture, a little bit more firm than most whitefish. And just check out how much meat is on this guy. There is a ton of meat, and this is just one side of him. Oh man, I love flatfish like this. Flounder is one of my favorite fish in the world, and turbot is very similar. It's got such a natural flavor. It's not overly fishy whatsoever. And you don't even need the lemon. It's good on its own.
This is meaty. Oh yeah. There's so much meat in there, and it's pretty juicy. That's really good, and it tastes really fresh.
It's definitely not the prettiest looking fish. In fact, it's kind of an ugly looking fish, but don't let looks deceive you because the taste of this is phenomenal, and they've grilled it perfectly here. I was a little bit skeptic, a little bit worried that they might overcook it because it's very easy to do with whitefish, but this is cooked perfectly. Just slide the fork underneath there. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Wow, that is a ton of fish. That was great seafood and a really reasonable price. I'm in love with the Asian side of Istanbul. It's got a special vibe going on, and one thing that's nice is that all of these restaurants we've visited so far are all within a very, very short walking distance of each other. We still want to try a couple more things even though we just had a big meal, so there's a couple special little snacks we're gonna go try right now.
So we're here at a place called Beyoğlu for dessert, and we've ordered kind of this old school type of ice cream, and it's called Kup Griye. So it's in this really fancy cup. We've got vanilla and caramel ice cream, almond cookie, we have pistachios on top and a little bit of whipped cream, and then also caramel sauce, and this whole thing is just really beautiful looking, and I'm really excited to give it a try. So let's just go in, try to get a good scoop there. I don't know if I got anything, but wow, only creamy caramel. I gotta get a little bit deeper, try to get that almond cookie. There we go. It's gonna be sweet. It's quite crunchy, almost like coffee flavor. Wow, it's really sweet, a little bitter to be honest, and nice and crunchy from the almond cookie. I think you're gonna like this.
This is like a super old school sundae, and this place has been around since the 60s, and they haven't changed much, so a lot of locals like it because of that. Let's give this a try. It's almost like little toffee bits inside, and I can see what Sabrina means. There's definitely a little bit of a bitterness. I think it's coming from the caramel, but actually I really like that. It's not too sweet. I like those little crunchy bits inside. That was a good little sweet treat. There's only one thing that I could imagine that could make this day any better, and that is coffee. There are a lot of great cafes here in Karaköy, and I know a lot of you guys are wondering about traveling here to Turkey during the pandemic. One thing that we've noticed is that there is literally hand sanitizer everywhere at every restaurant you go to, so that's a real big plus. So we've ordered ourselves up a Turkish coffee. This one looks nice and frothy, so just remember that there is grounds in the bottom of the cup, so you wait a minute or so to kind of let it settle at the bottom, and you can order it with no sugar, medium sugar, less sugar, whatever you want. We got medium sugar. Oh yeah, oh man, that'll wake you up in the morning, and you can just smell this cafe. It's just emanating the smell of coffee. And then also they've given us a lokum, Turkish delight. Looks like this one's gonna be lemon. Let's try it out. Lemon, very, very chewy, kind of gelatin, and then covered and a little bit of powdered sugar. It goes well with the coffee. There is really good people watching here at these cafes in Kadıköy. That was great coffee. Honestly, that was one of the better Turkish coffees I've ever had. Yeah. And really relaxing, just sit there, do a little bit of people watching. So we're gonna head back over to the European side, say goodbye to Asia for today. Another incredible day of eating in Istanbul today, this time on the Asian side. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified. We are traveling all around Turkey and we're going to be filming some incredible videos across the country. What was the best thing we had today, Sabrina? I
have to say that pickled bonito, lakerda, that was my favorite.
Ooh, I think I got to give it up for just the straight pickle juice with all those different pickles inside. That is like my favorite thing ever. And if you would like to become a Patreon, click the link down in the description box. You get access to our monthly blooper reel, also our personally curated food maps and all kinds of fun stuff. So check out our Patreon down below. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Bye.